my name's Beck and you're watching Beck's Crafty Nook. Today we've got another pixel grid video for you. This time I've got together a collection of meme pixel grids or alpha patterns. That's where you can find your own. If you search alpha patterns in Pinterest, you're going to find a bunch of stuff. These are kind of things that I've just come across as my algorithm has shown me pixel grids, and I saved them all into memes for you. I love memes, they're so funny. I used to get on the app called LOL Pics, but then they shut down and I was so sad. I like my memes in picture form, so these are all like the classic picture form memes, and you would probably know most of them. But just in case you don't, I have given you an example of each one, and that gives it a bit of context if you don't know what the meme is. I love sending my friends memes, especially if it like relates to our friendship, or I send a lot of work memes. So I use TikTok for video memes, and a lot of those are work memes, like because I work in childcare and it's about like how the kids are, how the parents are, how the workers feel, all that kind of stuff. And then now I use Meme Droid, which was just like LOL Pics, and it has a mixture of video and picture memes, but it's mostly picture memes. I also get my news from memes, so if there is memes about something, then that is trending news. So anyway, let's get started. Our first meme is Fry from Futurama squinting, and these memes are normally like so the two examples we've got is not sure if the song is skipping or if this is a remix, and the second one is not sure if everyone is too happy or I'm in a bad mood. So that's some context. That would be a really cute tapestry to put on your wall or a gift to give to somebody. Next up, we have Kermit, and there is a few Kermit memes. I have another meme after this, and then I've got two more Kermit memes. Kermit seems to be very expressive with his face, and he is great to make memes about. Now, I called this one the Judgy McJudge face Kermit, because he's just like, it's the judge face. And so we've got him doing this face in a car, and it says, when people get mad and speed past you and you end up at the same red light together. So true. This is another one, not the exact picture, same face though. My face when I read my old writing. And then the last one brings context to this meme because I couldn't find the exact picture, and it says, my favorite thing about Kermit the Frog is that sometimes he makes this face, the judging face. So yeah, he's doing it at a table while he's just sitting there, and then in the car, which is the same as what we saw, and then to a little girl. So the next meme, I've got two pixel grids for you. So this is, I wrote Rickroll. So Rickroll, I'll tell you what that is. This is what Google told me. A Rickroll is an internet prank where someone is tricked into clicking a seamlessly harmless link, QR code, or other method, which leads them to the music video by Astley, the song Never Gonna Give You Up. The act of being tricked in this way is referred to being Rickrolled. It's a humorous and often unexpected surprise that's become a well-known internet meme, so I'm pretty sure you'll know it. So the first pixel grid we have is of Astley, and possibly like big enough for a blanket if you add a bit of length and a bit of width in the purple. And then the second one is the QR code. Now, I'm pretty sure some people have made the QR code and it didn't work, so I don't, just because of the way your pixels come out, but I'm pretty sure if you use the corner to corner method, the QR code should come out, and I would really love to try that. That's actually, it would be simple because it's black and white. It's only two colors, but it'll be a major bummer if it doesn't work. So we might make a video about that. I can test it out and let you know if it works with the corner to corner method. So we've got those two. I think that'd be pretty funny to like just give someone a tapestry of a QR code and then they click on it and it comes up with that. I think because the thing about tapestry is lots of people like to use the single crochet, but then the pixel grid doesn't come out properly. If you use the corner to corner, it's going to come out a bit big. But I think that particular grid would only be, you know, yo big. It wouldn't be huge. But you could possibly use like the yarn that they use for doilies, the really thin stuff with like a 2mm crochet hook in the corner to corner, and you'll come out with a small tapestry. So maybe we should make a video about that too. Next one, we're back on a Kermit. So the next grid is Kermit sipping tea. This is, a lot of the Kermit stuff is about judging people. So the memes we have are, oh, this one is like, but that's none of my business. And he's like sipping tea. I saw you pull that food stamp out of your Gucci bag, but that's none of my business. So you're kind of judging people. That's been a New Year's resolution of yours for 5 years, but that's none of my business. The next Kermit, and I really like this one because it's quite big, possibly blanket material, and I really like the shading on it, but it only uses a few colors, like 1, 2, 3, 4, like maybe 6 colors, just 2 different shades of green. And I just think it's really well rendered and it looks really cool. So this is like the, oh really? Tell me more. I couldn't find like a really good meme. So I've got that first one, which is tell me more, and then you would write something else at the top. It's more of like a meme template. And then I've got this one. I'm multitasking. I can listen, ignore, and forget all at the same time. So that was a pretty good one. Next one, I have 2 different sizes. So this pixel grid is everything's fine. It's like you're pretending everything's fine and it's really not, like the whole house is on fire. So we've got a small version, which I think is okay if you want to do a small tapestry, but it's not rendered like the best. So then I did find a bigger version, but I think the small one would be nice if you just want to try out a pixel grid, or like maybe you want to make a bracelet or do like a melty bead or something like that. And the second one is like a bigger rendered version, and it said, this is fine. Yeah, the first one just says fine, but if you know the meme, you would get it. And then the bigger one is, this is fine. But that is also just like a piece of the meme. So here's an example. When you start learning one day before the exam and pretend everything is fine. Coronavirus spreading like wildfire. This is fine. Okay, so next we have what I call scared Elmo, like he's scarred for life. And I could only find a couple of memes, but there were definitely better ones when this meme first came out. It says, me tapping on my pen nervously during a test. The kid that knows Morse code wondering why I'm invading Poland. And the other one is, how your email finds me. This one is one of my favorites, and I saved this in this collection and I wasn't sure about it. But then I typed in to find an example, and yes, it is a meme. But I think it's super cute just by itself. It would be probably make a really good blanket. And it's an alien holding a cat. And it says, I found this. It's vibrating. And then I've got the full little cartoon here. So it says, I found this. And he shows it to his friend. Great. It's vibrating. Well, that means it's working. What does it excel at? Scratching. Scratched his arm. Also hiding, and then it disappears. An ideal companion. So that's just a joke about cats, I guess. This one I think is super cute, and I remember it being a meme, but I could not find any examples. So if you know, let me know. But this is Pig looking over its shoulder. It's not the best rendering, but it's the only pixel grid I could find, and I think I'm sure it'll be funny to somebody. I think it's just super cute. Oh, here's a picture of what it actually looks like. The next one, classic Homer. Now there's 2 versions of these. So this one is angry Homer in bed, but there's also like a cozy Homer in bed. And the cozy one is like, oh, how I sleep when somebody's doing whatever. And the angry one, I think the episode of The Simpsons, he went to bed angry with Marge. So we've got the angry one. When your parents call you and you say what and nobody answers you back. The next one, when you want to go back to sleep and finish the storyline of your dream. Oh, here's a crazy one. How people sleep at night after messaging. Is this available on Marketplace? And then they don't text you back. Oh, here's another one. After finally completing your block collection. You deserve this. Okay, the next one is, and I didn't know the context of this one either, but I knew it was funny and I knew I'd seen it as a meme. So this is Patrick Star holding up some dollars and he says, I have $3. How I viewed adulthood as a child and how it's actually going. I have $3. So true. My budget for Christmas this year. I have $3. The next one we have is handsome Squidward, and this is used in lots of different memes, but the couple of memes that I showed, I'll show you as an example, are like comparing him to an ugly version of Squidward. So the food in the commercial and the food in real life, historical figures, and the actors playing historical figures. This one I also recognize as a meme, but I couldn't remember what the memes were, so I found like a bit of a blur meme. But this is Heman with the rainbow behind him. I'm pretty sure a lot of these memes were pretty rude. But the one I found was like nobody plants. The next one is another SpongeBob meme, and it's one of the fish sipping on a soda, Judgy McJudge face. So it says, POV, your parents decide that a camp at your school during the summer is a good idea. Next one, classic. I spoke about this in my blanket pattern, and I think you could use this. I've got to put them over here now. You could use this for a blanket. Is Homer disappearing into the bushes. This was such a funny moment in The Simpsons show. I've got a little GIF that I'll insert that shows him actually going into the bush. And here are the memes. Me at family gatherings, trying to hide. That one kid when you have a group project. This is what I say my partner is like. I do all the work. He puts his name on it. Okay, that's all for The Simpsons. The last meme we have is, I didn't know what this character was, but apparently it's a monkey. Also a bit of a like, don't look at me, or like you're a bit of a hypocrite type thing. So here it is. Here's one of the memes. When someone asks you, what's that smell? As though it could be you. Oh my God, my dogs keep jumping off my couch and bumping my tripod. And the other one, when I open their story, 0.3 seconds after they post it. Like, don't be suspicious. And that is all the pixel grids I have for you. So some of these are big enough for blankets. Some would be great for tapestry. As I said, it would be great to, like I 100% recommend that you use corner to corner crochet. It looks the same on both sides. It's easy. Your grid comes out looking really, really nice. But I think for the purposes of making some of them small, like an actual tapestry that you could frame or put on your wall or give to someone as a present for that purpose as well, like a wall hanging, I think just trying a smaller hook and a smaller yarn would get the job done. But anyway, let's try some smaller ones. Not in this video, but soon. We'll try some smaller ones, probably a meme, because I think that'd be totally funny. Maybe like the Rickroll one, and see if we can get that QR code to work. So until then, I'll see you in the next video. If you make any of these, please tag me on Instagram. I've got all my handles at the end of the video on the end screen, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you see. And check out these other videos.